It's Julie on Taste, and I'm live in LA. And of course, we're both from the East Coast, but I had to chop it up over here with Conway and Jae Skeese. How you feeling today?
Oh man, I'm good, man. Thanks for having me. Thanks for the invitation. Feel good right now.
Man, I had to bring you up here. Like, literally, you've been putting on, and congratulations on the early success of Scatterbrain.
Yeah.
It's getting a lot of traction.
Yeah, it's getting a lot of, people fuck with it.
2 million views, is a lot.
Yeah, I mean, we getting there. We getting there. I love my fans, and I'm appreciative of all the support I get. You know what I mean? For sure. Definitely got to thank Don Cannon, my nigga Jed, my nigga Luda. You know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate them boys coming through in the clutch and just holding me down on such short notice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I really feel like, maybe you feel like this too. I think that your dedication and your hard work is paying off. Do you feel like that?
Yeah, I feel like that. You know what I mean? Even though, I don't really, chase that or whatever. Like, I just feel like just being alive and having my freedom still, being free. Meaning, like, not in prison. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I'm happy with that. That's my, you know what I mean? My respect right there. That's my blessing. So, it's good though that I'm getting a lot of new fans and a lot of new people. That's what I mean. They falling. They loving the movement. They loving the sound. They loving what we doing out here, and they acknowledging the hard work that we are putting in. You know what I mean? And that's definitely always appreciated.
Of course, it's beautiful to see. But before we step into any of my intricate ass questions, I need to know. When you go back to Buffalo, when I go, what is the spot that I need to get the wings from?
I don't know.
Who has the best wings in Buffalo?
Wing Kings.
Wing Kings?
We gotta go Wing Kings. Shout out to Wing Kings, man.
So we out when we go back?
Yeah, Wing Kings.
Lenova.
Kelly's Corner.
Kelly's
Hot
Corner.
joints.
Yeah.
For a fact.
Lenova. And I'm gonna probably say I can't think right now.
It's fine. I just know that
Top three.
those are the top three. When I go out to Buffalo, I'm a vegetarian, but I'll eat meat. I'll eat wings if y'all take me.
No, you gotta at least have some wings in Buffalo. You know what I mean? At least once in your lifetime. You can't. You know what I mean? That's like going to Colombia and not taking a hit of that cocaine.
I thought you was gonna say that's like going to Colombia and not getting a BBL, but okay.
Say that too.
As an artist, I've really been just following your movement and appreciating your work. And I feel like you're always challenging, pushing the limit. You feel me? And I feel like in the recent project, on your latest project, you really pushed and stepped outside of the box when you worked with, you have like Bangladesh on the album. How did that come about? How did that come together?
Honestly, just scrolling Instagram. You feel me?
Wow, the power of social media.
Yeah, the power of social media. I never met Bang and none of that. And I was just scrolling Instagram and I seen like the nigga Elliot Wilson.
Yeah.
Homie Elliot Wilson page had reposted like one of my clips or something, me rapping and shit. And Bang had commented on it. So I just went on his page to go follow him, and he was already following me.
Oh.
So I just DM'd him like, yo, salute, man. You know what I mean? Appreciate the love, homie. You know what I mean? And immediately, like, we just decided, like, yo, man, we need to cook up. So I'm trying to sing some shit and all that. And he sent me that joint, and that the rest is history.
Damn, the turnaround time was quick.
Yeah.
Things are different now. Before, people had to wait a long time or whatever, but now people are just on it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, that's that hunger. That's that drive, like, you know what I mean? That dedication to your craft, like, you know what I mean? I feel like you owe that to your fans to stay dedicated to your craft. Like, why you gonna lack at something that, you know what I mean? You got all these people loving you for, you know what I'm saying? And spending money and buying and supporting and shit. Like, you owe it to them to be on top of your game.
Yes.
Lyrically, or, if you produce or whatever it is you do, you know what I'm saying?
And you've been on top of your game because, like you said, you go to follow someone, they're already following you, they're already keeping up with the movement. You've received so much love from all of the, like, industry goats, like, from Jay to Raekwon. Like, how does it feel, or how do you deal with the duality right now of fame and also like staying true to your fan base and your sound?
I'm still learning.
Yeah.
Honestly, you know what I'm saying? This all new to me. I'm learning on the fly. You know what I mean? Like, you know, we've been having this dream and we've been, you know, chasing this shit for, you know, for so long. You know what I mean? Since we was like kids, kind of. You know what I mean? I was like 14, you know, trying to be a rapper. You feel me? So, you know what I mean? Like, this shit all new to us. We learning on the fly. We learning each other. We working with each other, and we just getting better and better every day. And that's all we can ask for, man. We blessed to even be in this position. So I don't really know how to. I try not to think about that, like the fame and none of that shit. It still blow my mind, like when, like, you know, for like with Bang already following me and like, yo, I like your shit, stuff like that. I just saying like Corrupt, you know what I mean, from Dog Pound last night at the game, and I didn't even know that he even knew who I was, let alone knew my songs and lyrics and shit. Like, yeah, nigga, I love you, fool. And that, you know, I still be like in fan mode, like, wow, like we really here, we really did it.
It takes, you know, they say the most powerful tool a man has is the power to reflect. That's the difference between us and animals, to be honest. We are the only being that has the power to reflect. Have you been able to kind of like take it all in?
No, not yet.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I try not to, man. I just try to like take it one day and just put my best foot forward, and I like to, you know, I'm waiting on the end game. I'm waiting to see the results. Like, damn, then I can sit back and reflect and bask on that shit. Like, damn, man, look where I took it to. Look at all I did. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the shit I wait for. You know what I mean? So I'm just focused on work. You know what I mean? I'm just focused on just doing my part, and that's just going crazy in that booth.
Yeah. Yes. And one of the most powerful thing that I love about you as an artist, honestly, and being a consumer and being a journalist, is the fact that you have this ability to be vulnerable with your music and to be authentic. I was listening to The Cow, correct? And you're just you're able to express yourself. Like, what type of emotion do you need to tap into to give us something so honestly transparent?
Ah, man, actually, it's a bunch of emotions. That's the thing. Like, you know, when you're dealing with, like, you have to deal with like so much trauma and you know, from whether your own circumstances, situations may have traumatized you, or even somebody else went through that traumatized you, like losing some of your friends and family members and stuff. Like, that shit really fucks with you, and a lot of people is better at it than me at suppressing how, you know, that emotion. Like, for me, I don't mind being transparent in my music and telling, like, you know what I mean, expressing myself through that, like, that I am hurt, or I'm, you know, whatever, sad, I'm happy, I'm mad, whatever. Like, I feel like that's the beauty of this hip hop shit, is like being able to, you know, express yourself through lyrics. Yeah. You know what I mean? And form a rhyme. Like, if it wasn't for that, I don't think I talk to people about that.
Wow.
You feel me? Like, that's the only time people really hear that I even had those emotions and shit is on them songs. Cause it ain't like I sit around just sad and moping all day around niggas like shit. I'm telling jokes and stuff. I'm happy going guy. Like, you know what I mean? And so that part don't even, a lot of niggas don't even be knowing until they heard the record. Like, damn, bro, you know what I'm saying?
Are they surprised? Like, you're sitting with them chilling, laughing, and they listen to a track like this, and they're like, wait, you was going through that, and you was telling jokes?
Yeah. Well, you know, my day ones, you know, my team, they, you know, niggas know like that, but like, a lot of people that I come across, like, you're right. Like, we're like, man, I'm sure that's what they be thinking.
Yeah. It feels like music to you is kind of like therapeutic. But you've been able to become like a vessel of pouring in your pain and actually healing others, or allowing them to have that space to do the same.
Yeah.
I know you give back a lot to your community. I have a couple friends out from Buffalo, and they're like, nah, Conway is always giving back.
Yeah.
And now, how does that feel to be in that position for your community?
It felt good.
Yeah.
It felt, you know what I'm saying? It's just a beautiful thing. Like I said, it's just a blessing to even, you know, be in this position and have a platform. So, man, it's a chance that, a lot of us don't get. A lot of people don't get to be, living out their dreams, I guess. You know what I mean? And be a part of something that, could, generate a lot of abundance of everything, wealth, like, you know what I mean? So it's like, especially Buffalo, ain't nobody never blew, like, it never came from Buffalo, so, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta, somebody, you the guy that actually did it, like, you gotta make sure you bring it back home, you know what I'm saying?
Of course. I appreciate that about you, because when I was talking to my friend Ove, he was like, there isn't a turkey drive or a back to school thing without Conway being attached to it. Like, you're moving around, you're maneuvering, but you're still in tune with your community.
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure, because without them, I wouldn't even, you know what I'm saying? Without, I love the city, you know what I mean? And my city love me. And, I got to do my part, man, and it's just to inspire, really.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so, let the young homies know, man, like, these young kings know, man, like, if you just, work hard, stay dedicated, you know what I mean? And it's going to take some sacrifices, but if you do that, you know what I mean, and believe in yourself, you can do you can be Conwaythemachine.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
Be better than me, actually, you know what I mean?
And the thing is that you talk about it, but you really are about it, because now you're in a position that you started your own label, and you're signing artists like Jae. Talk to me how it feels about, like, just being able to be a vessel for somebody else.
It's dope. It's dope, man, because, I didn't have that, you know what I mean? Like, we ain't really had nobody coming from Buffalo. Like, we didn't have nobody that, you know what I mean, that's actually that we can learn from and draw inspiration from, even.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When I was coming up in this shit, like, I was the guy, even at that young age, 14, 15, who, niggas was looking up to, and it was like, yo, that he next, like, he gonna be the one, you know what I mean? So, but I didn't have those resources of having, like, you know what I'm saying, I didn't have no big brotherly, you know what I mean, embrace from nobody in the industry or in the game. So it's dope to be that, you know what I mean? For Skeese and Love the Genius and my brother Shots, and everybody that's involved, man. Like, you know what I mean? It's dope, and that's one of my most things I'm proud of the most is being that person, you know what I mean, that I didn't have for my team. You know what I'm saying?
I love that. Do you ever felt like there was pressure to just be that person? There was no one else like you.
I didn't know it was. Like, I didn't, honestly, because I ain't really that, like, the kind of dude I am now, I really, like, became that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't really that type of dude. I wasn't that type of dude. You know what I mean? Like, after I got shot, I really ain't fuck with nobody. Like, I just don't I don't trust nothing, nobody. I don't really open up to people. I don't really open up, like, to let nobody in like that. So, I didn't realize it though, but I didn't realize how much that I didn't realize how I was gonna feel, like, how good I was gonna feel about being that guy. Like, yo, you gotta, kind of what I meant from For King to a God with that title, like, it's time for a level up, you feel me?
Yes.
And sometimes the level up is the type of person you are, like, you know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta change the script, man, switch your pitch.
Yeah.
To, to elevate, you know what I'm saying? Like, instead of just being, aggy all the time and, just mad at the world and shit, like, you know what I mean? I'd rather show love, you know what I'm saying?
You're spending hella game. You're like, yo, instead of y'all being upset, meditate, take a walk. Like, come on, let that shit go. Talk to me a little bit about your relationship with Jae Skeese. Like, how did that come about? When do you realize of that talent?
I mean, I've been knew the talent was there, like, cause he's another guy that's like a staple in the city, far as with his pen work. He always been making noise in the city outside of us. You know what I'm saying? And we didn't grow up together, or we're not from the same hood, or none of that stuff. And but I had always, like, admired, like, his bars. Like, okay, nah, that nigga Skeese tough.
Damn.
You know what I mean? And I just always was, I liked his shit always. And I think I had did a show. I had through a show myself. I had set it up, booked, did everything myself, and I'm like, I asked him to come do it, and he came. But he packed the house.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Like it was like,
damn, Jay, how
and
that
it was
night
a
felt?
crowd that
Yeah.
I don't usually get. Like my crowd at that time was like just skateboarders and niggas with you know what I mean, like you know what I mean. There's ladies and shit in the crowd.
There's ladies
like,
in there.
you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, man, I gotta have him on more shows.
Jay, how it felt to bring the ladies out?
Man, it always feels good, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a big following at the crib. So, for everybody to come out and support. And then, I'm with legends. At that show, I'm with Conway. I think that night I met Prodigy. I met Mayhem Loren. You know what I mean? Wes obviously was there. Benny was there. You know what I'm saying? It was an epic night. You know what I'm saying?
How did it feel like to be in that space when Conway reached out to you? You guys you're sharing this stage with legends, maybe people that you looked up to, you're following their career. Talk to me about how that felt at that moment.
Man, in that moment, it was like very humbling because, I always looked up to Conway, always looked up to the whole Griselda movement. So, when bro reached out to me, I think it was like on some Facebook shit. We didn't even have each other numbers or nothing like that. So, you know what I'm saying? He hit me up on the book, and I was just like, it was an opportunity that was there. So, immediately I said, of course, I'm down. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even living in Buffalo at the time. I was living in Syracuse and not even really doing music as much as I was doing it because I just had my daughter. And I wasn't, I hadn't put out a project in about a year, and I was consistent pretty much every year dropping something. And you know what I'm saying? I was just in a spot in my life where I wasn't even really doing music for real.
Damn.
And for him to reach out to me, at that point, it kind of lit that fire up under me again. And you know what I'm saying? The energy was there. It was actually on Halloween too. The shit was crazy. Halloween show.
The show was a spooky Halloween show.
Yeah, it's getting spooky. That shit was nuts.
It's getting spooky.
You know
It
what
was
I'm saying?
spooky in there.
For a fact.
To get that energy
For a
and to
fact.
have everyone together, man. Like, even you telling me the story, I'm getting chills because it's like the universe really does work on its timing. Imagine if Conway would have never hit you up during that time and your consistency would have fell off. You feel me?
Right. No, that's a fact. I mean, even the way that, he reached out to me last year as far as the whole Drumwork thing, he reached out, it was right around this point last year.
Damn.
And I had just quit my job. Like, literally, I think I still got the message. I told him, I quit my job 2 days ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, when he reached out to me, like, I'm thinking about, pushing your music and pushing you as an artist. And I'm like, I literally just quit my job in behind COVID.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? And so, it took a few months, you know what I'm saying? But, I kept faith, like, thinking, like, okay, he said it was gonna happen, so if it happens, you know what I'm saying, we'll get to it. But in that time, I was just like focused on like, my art, I paint, stuff like that as well. And then I dropped another project in between all that. And then, after From King to a God came out, we just started turning up, recording. Wow. And it was just like at a real pivotal point. So it's been 2 different points where, Conway has reached out to me, man, and I'm just grateful for the opportunity.
Wow, man. I really believe that we are here to serve other people. And look, I don't even know if you knew you were doing that for him at that time.
I did, man.
That's crazy.
Dope, man, you know what I mean? But I'm glad, man, that, he trusted me and stuff. You know
Yes. You guys have a lot going on. What should we expect the project?
Shit, I'm about to be dropping that God Don't Make Mistakes on Shady Records. I should be dropping that shit sometime this summer, hopefully. I don't have a date yet, but that shit coming. That shit definitely coming.
I need to prepare myself for that
He's
flame.
dropping, Jae Skeese dropping Abolish Uncertainties. That's next, actually.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we dropping that shit immediately. We about to start dropping some singles, some videos. It's bro turn, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, bro about to tee up. That's a fact.
And I love the social media banter you have going on right now, keeping hip-hop fresh.
Yeah,
Do you agree with the list or not?
I mean, of course, I don't never agree with the list. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I should be number 1, then whoever else they decide, that's on them. But,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Another thing I don't like, too, is I don't be never seeing none of the ladies on that list, man. There's some females out there that's killing shit. Like Megan, motherfucker. Who else? Who I'm missing, dog?
Yeah, you got Megan
Cardi,
on there, you got Cardi, you got Sweetie on there, you know what I'm saying?
Like, how they ain't on that list,
Got
man?
the Jean Grays, all of them, like, you know what I'm saying?
And you got, man, there's some bitches out there with some bars.
I feel you. I appreciate you saying that. Well, thank you so much for your love, your energy, your transparency. Honestly, we have the present and the future right here.
Yeah, no question, man. We here for a long time, man.
Yeah.
Feel me? We ain't going nowhere. shit only just starting. It's only the beginning. We about to smoke these niggas.
Of course. Summer 2021, we outside.
Yeah, we outside.
We outside.
Every day, all day.